2nd and 3. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Come on, let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's first down, Buffalo.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Let's go!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A handoff as they run the counter play. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Bills a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Come on, let's go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In the red zone this time.
We got 3, fellas. Come on, let's go!
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they try the right side here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver, 91 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 67 yards. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Watkins alone on the left side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Gun. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. up and good to make it 21-17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Over!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run.
I got 15. I got 15.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney now. Look at 56. Look at.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught at the 1. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. They'll try, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got three, fellas. Here we go. Flex round.
They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Watkins alone on the left side. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. It's a quarterback sneak. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and it's like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.